Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Let's go talk a little bit. So I really enjoyed this because you and I are probably more closely related in what we do in our day-to-day jobs than a lot of the other speakers here. One thing I want to point out, I saw some of your outreach emails in your screenshot, and I noticed that you were using your real name, and you were disclosing your relationship. My name is Jason. I work with this company.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the link building world, don't do that. They use fake names or they try to. How important is authenticity to you in link building?
Well, really important for me since I've been really transparent with most of our clients, and especially when I try to reach out for link acquisition, I try to be myself. So since I think it's easier to build relationships when you are a real person to them. That's why I try to be honest most of the time, like maybe saying that I don't do link building for them, but I do marketing for them.
Yeah. So when Pavel asked, and I want to sort of talk about this. How strong are links as a ranking signal today compared to 5 years ago? Is it changing? Is it less? Where do you? And I have my own opinion on this. How strong are links as a ranking signal?
I think it really depends on the vertical. I've seen tons of verticals, and I think, for instance, in the car insurance space, I think links really matter. I mean, you have more links, it's easier for you to rank. But in other cases like fashion or, well, we have this client actually, they're in the, they sell garden sheds, and actually I think links don't matter to that kind of vertical, since it's really weird. But
it's more of a relevancy thing in certain.
Yeah, but I think that the difference from now and before, I think right now it's more difficult to acquire high quality links. Unlike before, it's really easy to send or submit a guest post or getting featured on Lifehacker or those things. But right now, I think they know that it's something really important for other businesses. So sometimes many people are investing on building their own private blog networks.
Yeah. So as you know, this is something we study at Moz quite a bit, our biannual search ranking factors, where we study the statistical significance between links and ranking in Google. And we've been doing this since 2011. And every year, including 2015, the importance of links has stayed exactly consistent. It hasn't gone down with Penguin. And we think what happened with Penguin was we got rid of some of the bad links, which made the links that existed even more important.
Yeah.
So there's all the evidence in the world, scientifically and otherwise, that Google doesn't want us to think so, but links still matter incredibly. Okay, so is it a good idea to use anchor keyword plus brand or keyword plus branddomain.com like best country to visit plus Poland? Can you see that? When doing your queries? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, as for anchor text, right now we really focus on really long strings of anchor text, like 6-word anchor text, because it's not just about the value that it can bring for rankings, but we tend to optimize our links, the links we try to acquire for clicks. And based on our own studies, the longer the strings of the anchor text, the more they get clicked. And I think we benefit a lot from that approach. So although I won't really advise that to anyone, but well, for us it's working, and for most of our clients it's working. But in terms of rankings, I think for this specific question, I think having the brand name on the anchor text can really help, since it really helps the brand be defined on the search engine's perspective. Like they can easily understand what the brand is about just through the anchor text alone.
So got a question here about private blog networks. And this is kind of relevant. I saw one of your, I'll call him a competitor, just very recently teaching a class on private blog networks and sort of getting called out for it. Are private blog networks really dead forever? Are they still Are they worth it? What's your opinion?
I haven't tried it, but I don't really see the value in it since they have a pattern that's really easy to follow, and I think it'll be crushed anytime soon by Google.
Yeah. I think if you're running a legitimate business, the risks are just far too great to even chance it. Maybe for the more spammier niches. So talk about, is link building important for well-known brand websites with big traffic? You already have large traffic. You know, let's say you have millions of visits a month. Is link building going to help these companies as well?
Yeah, I think so. Since although for a different purpose, just to make sure that the brand is still out there competing. Since we've worked with a few Fortune 500 companies in the past, and they really invest on link building for the sole reason of being just there competing every day.
Do you think Google considers links coming from YouTube more important than links from Facebook?
What's that again?
Yeah, would you rather have a link on YouTube or Facebook?
YouTube or Facebook?
Yeah.
I think YouTube. I think higher engagement on YouTube.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. I think Google probably isn't even seeing many of the links on Facebook. So check one for YouTube. What about, do you ever use Wikipedia for link building? Does it make sense to contribute in some way to Wikidata to improve rankings based on knowledge graph signals? If so, what kind of contributions make sense? So not Wikipedia, but Wikidata.
Yeah. Before we do, but right now we don't really see the value in it. And I think it's the most practical way to get a link from Wikipedia is to just really add something that hasn't been covered in that specific Wikipedia page. And to do that, you have to create a new content for that. But sometimes the editors there remove those links. So I don't really see the value in investing your time and money on that. But in terms of the weight that Wikipedia links can do for, I think they don't really matter in terms of driving referred traffic that can be converted into customers. And well, for us, we really focus on the bottom line, and if it's not really helping us in terms of the ROI of the client, we won't really pursue it.
Jason, I want to ask you, you talked about a lot of your content creation, delivering beyond expectations. What happens, and do you ever put in all this work, have your employees spend all these hours, and then you create content and it fails?
Yeah, a lot of
What do you do
times.
in that situation?
Well, since we don't really just rely on outreach alone, since we also invest on social paid ads, Facebook, StumbleUpon is really useful. I mean, the paid discovery service by StumbleUpon. But when they don't work, that's why we also try to come up with content assets that can drive conversions, especially if they can rank at least top 5. Yeah. So we can also justify the use of the content. It's not just for links. I mean, you can also use it for conversions.
Yeah. Okay, that's really interesting. Final question for you. How do you make sure your content for clients is high quality if you're not an expert in the field?
Well, most of the time we really collaborate with our clients, and we try to ask them is this really doable, or does this make sense if we try to build this one? And of course, they make time for, we do weekly brainstorming meetings with the client just to make sure that we're on the right track, especially with the concepts of the content that we are creating.
Yeah. Are you coming to the party tonight?
Yeah, definitely.
So you're going to get some food?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I'm ready to get drunk.
And we're going to get you an extra jacket. So, all right, Jason Acidre, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, nice work, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.